BitLocker. BitLocker is not a BitLocker, it is a BitLocker drive encryption. BitLocker drive encryption. I'm using my laptop is Windows 10 Home Edition. Windows 10 Home Edition. So I don't have BitLocker drive encryption. Okay, so that's why I installed an operating system in this the virtual machine. Okay, so then like that is a Windows 10 Pro or a Enterprise Edition I use for this practical. Usually BitLocker drive encryption available in Enterprise Editions. Of course, maybe from Windows 10 it is there in the Pro Edition. We have to check it once again. Look at here, guys. So what is this BitLocker drive encryption? What is a BitLocker drive encryption? We have a drive, means you have a C drive, D drive, E drive, something like this, right? So we have a drive letters out there. C drive, D drive, E drive, F drive, like these drives are there. For example, there is a drive which contains some sensitive data or important data. Sensitive data means there is a certain important data is there. Maybe your personal files, maybe organizational related information files. Okay, the files is not compulsory, not it should be protected. So okay, unauthorized people should not access these files. Like your PC can be accessed by you or your friends or maybe your family members. But these files are very sensitive files. If someone is access that file, maybe they delete it. May know. You know, sometimes the kids will be there. They don't know. So they delete the files. Maybe you will accidentally delete the files. Okay. Or maybe some may transfer the files, corrupt the files. Possibilities there, no? Either direct physical access or through network access. So people may try to access your drive through the network, so they will try to attack it. So what I'm doing is I'm going to encrypt this drive. What I'm doing is I'm going to encrypt this drive. First of all, I encrypt the drive and I lock the drive. I lock the drive. So first of all, I encrypt the drive and then lock the drive with the password. I lock the drive with the password. So you want to unlock it, you need a password. You want to unlock it, you need a password. If you don't have a password, you cannot able to go through once. Okay. Okay. So here it is a very simple words. BitLocker drive encryption. Encrypt the drive, either C drive, D drive, E drive. Generally, C drive is an operating system drive. We don't do it on a C drive generally. And lock the drive with a password. Encrypt the drive and lock the drive with a password. That is a BitLocker drive encryption. BitLocker, because we lock the drive with a password. We encrypt the drive. BitLocker drive encryption. What is the purpose? To protect the data in the drive from another access, from physical access or a network access. To access the drive, we need a password. To access the drive, we need a password, or we can use a smart card if in case that's enterprise level smart cards are also there. So very simple. To unlock the drive, we need a password. Once you are unlocked it, once it is unlocked. So once it is unlocked, unlock symbol is it's a open lock like this. It's a lock symbol. It is locked. You given a password, it become unlock. Again, you want to lock it. How to lock it? You have to restart your PC or shut down. You have to shut down your PC or restart your PC. It means next boot. That is also called as a next boot. Means if you are restart your PC or maybe you shut down your PC, So when you turn on the PC, then it is already locked like this. Okay. So only one thing to lock it. Okay. To lock the drive, only one way is you have to restart or a next boot only. To lock the drive, you have to restart the computer or a next boot only. Okay. If there is a no locking password kind of stuff is not there. You can see in this picture, in this point, see it is open lock. It is unlocked the drive. Now you can see here it is locked drive. It is a locked drive. It means if you want to open this one, compulsory you required a password. So you open it, you have to put a password and click on unlock. The drive will be unlocked like this. It will show unlock like this. You want to lock it, you have to restart your computer. So that is the BitLocker drive encryption. Very simple it is. But some people wanted like this is a something like a some amazing kind of stuff. Okay, so it is not like that, guys. It is a BitLocker drive encryption. Okay, even it is not using in a regular purpose because it's only available in a particular type by means like enterprises only, and pro editions also available, and it is not required. It is compulsory required to restart it, to lock it. That is not a easy mechanism, right? So you open it and now you are going somewhere, okay, for 5 minutes. You want to protect it. Again, you can't protect it. Why? Because you can log out with the password, but you can't lock it until unless you have to restart. Okay, so that's the point I am trying to say. But guys, to do this BitLocker drive encryption, we need a drive. So better not to use on the C drive because C drive is a bigger and C drive contains a lot of data. Okay, better to take small drive. So this is a 10 GB, this is the 40 GB. 10 GB is also okay, but I'm not even don't want to take a 10 GB. I'm going to create something like a 2 GB or 4 GB drive, and I'll put some files inside. I'll put some files inside. Okay, so I'm creating a new volume. So here it is, some unallocated volume is there. So in that one only I'm creating a new simple volume. I'm creating 4 GB volume. So 4096. Simple volume it is. NTFS only. So 4 GB volume created. So it is Z drive 4 GB volume. It does not contain any data anywhere, but I will get some data for it. So what I will do, I will copy the data from my physical machine to virtual machine. Anything you can take it, or maybe I can go to this. There are a lot of pictures, data. I'll drag and drop. You have to wait till it is showing some, yeah, this symbol. Now I can leave the mouse. Now I got a data from there. So data will be here as well as data can be go to here. Okay. So in a Z drive, I have some data. So which is I copy from my physical machine to virtual machine. So whatsoever it is, guys, Z drive having some data. Now I want to protect this data from unauthorized access. It is Z drive having some data. I want to protect this data from unauthorized access. So what I have to do it? Of course, my PC having a password, but even though people know your system password, so they cannot able to access your drive. Still they cannot able to access the drive because we are separately protecting drive with a different password. Okay, so you can do in a different ways. One is go to Z drive. You can go to turn on BitLocker. You can use turn on BitLocker, or we can go to control panel. You can go to control panel. There you can find directly BitLocker drive encryption. Yeah, already I told guys what it is. How to check what is your operating system or your system configuration. Different ways are there. Tell me one way. I need to know what is my operating system. Three ways to know it. One is settings, system, about. There it will show. Another way is DX diag. So it is my device name. It is my processor and other information. I am using 2 GB RAM here, 64-bit operating system, 64-bit processor, and it is Windows 10 Pro I am using for this virtual machine. This is the version of my operating system. In addition is Windows 10 Pro, and this is my version. So it is a OS build package. Yeah, I've opened DX diag also. Here also same thing. It's showing Windows 10 Pro, 64-bit. Built version is 19044. This is my operating system. Okay, so DX diag. Another one is MS Info 32. Another one is MS Info 32. There also you can see what is your operating system. Okay, Windows 10 Pro, I have a BitLocker drive. Encryption is also available. Okay, in a home edition. So this is my physical machine, right? This is my physical machine. I'm going to control panel. What is my physical machine? Windows 10 Home Edition. So in this one, can you see any BitLocker drive encryption kind of stuff? So backup and restore and color management, credential manager, date and time kind of stuff. Okay, but BitLocker is not showing because BitLocker drive encryption not available in a Home Edition. It is available in the Pro Edition and Enterprise editions. BitLocker drive encryption. So I select a BitLocker drive encryption. You can see my Z drive, how it is look like from here. It contains the data also. So I'm new volume Z drive, BitLocker off. BitLocker off. What is BitLocker to go? So BitLocker drive encryption on removable drives like a pen drives. You create a BitLocker encrypting on a pen drive. So that is a BitLocker to go. Okay. So BitLocker off, turn on BitLocker on a Z drive. Turn on BitLocker. Okay. So it is asking password. So it is asking use smart card to unlock the drive. So I don't have any smart cards here. Okay. I don't use it any. So use the password to unlock the drive. I'm giving some password here. I'm giving password is very simple. ZAQ 1 2 3 4. ZAQ 1 2 3 4. Password does not mean minimum length kind of stuff. Okay, no problem. Capital ZAQ@123. Okay, we'll try. Why length kind of stuff? The characters are enough, guys. It is showing 4 options. Generally, it will show only 3 options. Now this is showing 4 options. So first of all, yeah, when are you given a password? If you forget your password, there is a possibility of forgetting the password. So what you have to do? You need a recovery key file to recover the drives if in case you forget the password. Better to save this recovery file in your Microsoft account. So it is saved to your Microsoft account. So you are already logged in with the Microsoft account, or you have any specific Microsoft account, mail ID kind of stuff, you can store in that one. Save to Microsoft account. That is the safest place. Last one is you can print it. You can print the file content. Okay, so recovery key you can able to print it. And what is the last button? Save to a file. Means you can save in a file. Later you can store in some place, or maybe you can store in a specially certain location, not in the same drive. Okay, so you will put it in your documents or some location, so where we can easily access, or you can store in a pen drive. Generally, guys, better to store in a external media, because that is your computer. If you store in the same computer, both keys are there, so the recovery key is there. So maybe if someone knows your that is your recovery key, they use a recovery key to open it. If they don't know password, so they can use recovery key. So better to save in a outside. Even for requirements to BitLocker drive encryption, that is one thing is TPM, trusted platform module. Still we don't know how to use it, but okay, it is showing only, but it's not working. But another one is USB. Whatever it is to store the recovery key. Use it to a USB flash drive. You can store in external drive. Okay, so I'm going to save to a file. I'm going to save this recovery file in a keys folder in the C drive generally. So I have a C. I can store in my documents, no problem. That is the best way to store place is your documents place, or you can store in a different drives except your main drive. So in a C drive, I created a folder. This is not main practice, guys. Just for this purpose, I'm using keys folder. Okay, just to say like you can store in your pen drive kind of stuff. Next, it is asking, so encrypt used disk space only, entire drive. You want to encrypt only the data in the drive or entire drive. Anything you can choose it, guys, no problem. But only one thing is, if you choose entire drive, means if you take big data, means 40 GB drive, but 5 MB data. 40 GB drive, 5 MB data. A lot of time it will take. Used disk, for example, encrypt used disk space only. 40 GB drive, 5, 5 GB data. 40 GB drive, data is only 5 GB. So it is better to encrypt the 5 GB, not required to encrypt entire 40 GB, right? So time will be, consumption will be less. But I'm entire drive because it is a 4 GB data, 4 GB drive, small drive. So I will put a entire drive. Entire drive slower, but best for a PC and drives already in use. Encrypt used disk space only, faster, best for a new PCs and drives. Okay, you can choose anything, depends upon your requirement. Then next, new encryption mode, compatible mode. So do you want to use new encryption mode means that the encryption method is XTS, AES. This method they are using. It is used for a later version of this one. Anyway, new is compatible, no problem. Compatible means old and new drives kind of stuff. New means anyway one drive, no problem it is. And start encrypting. First it will encrypt. It will show the wizard. Where is encrypting? So Bitlocker drive is encrypting. It is in a progress, right? So just it will take a minute to complete, guys, because it's a 4 GB. Entire drive I put it, so it will take time to complete it. Just maybe it is 2-3 minutes it will take, or 5 minutes max. So first it is encrypted. Once encrypted completion, then it is lock. So we wait for another 5 minutes. Just give me a minute. I will be back. I'll be back in a minute. %. Guys, understanding Bitlocker?
Yes, sir. Understood.
Can you able to tell, right, what is BitLocker? Here it is. To help protect your files and folders from unauthorized access by protecting your drive with a BitLocker. Okay, it encrypts the drive and lock the drive with a password. To unlock the drive, you need a password. To lock the drive, you have to restart your computer. That's a very simple what is a BitLocker. Okay. So encryption is completed. Then it is, you can see it is Z drive, BitLocker is on. So back up your recovery key. If you don't back up it, so you can back up from here. You can remove the password, change password, add smart card, turn on auto unlock. Means when you log into your computer, automatically it will automatically it will open. So you need to specially not given a password if you are using turn on auto unlock. But I'm not doing any auto unlock kind of stuff here. So turn off BitLocker. So you can, if you want to remove the BitLocker part, you can turn off it. So this is on, this is off. Okay. So we'll see that one. First of all, do you have a, it's a lock is there? Yes, like this. Okay. So it is lock, unlock, lock symbol is represent, lock represent. Lock represent, lock symbol appears, means it is BitLocker is there. BitLocker is on, but it is not locked. You can still access the data. Okay, it is not at locked. So still we can able to access the data. Okay, how to lock it? How to lock it? The only one thing is you need to restart your computer. Okay, not a shutdown, just restart or a shutdown. And if you later we can start, then also it is locked. So when it is power off and on condition only, it will be locked. I used a tool earlier, so some tool is there to write on the screen. So somewhere it is there. Yeah, this is open boards tool. Okay, open board tool it is. So then we can write on the screen like that, because this Microsoft Teams do not have a writing kit. This GoToMeeting, so earlier version having a writing kit. This from last 2 years I'm getting problem with this GoToMeeting. We are using paid version, but still no writing kits. Lot of PC resources and network resources, and it is given big problem for a student those you are using mobile data. Okay, so that is another one. So better is Zoom. Better is always Zoom. Even that is also, if no low internet speed, Zoom is also worse, but it's better because we get a writing tools and chat box. Open chat box you will see in a sidebar. Open chat box for a, if you send any message, I have to come here, I have to check here, I have to see from the chat box anything it is there, I have to see from here. But in a Zoom it is not like that, so it is simply all are separate bars. but it is a 40 minutes in a free version. Every 40 minutes it will disconnect. Okay, guys. Now we'll see. Press Windows E to open the Explorer. Okay, I opened directly a drive, but if you want this file explorer, see it is. So what is this? It's a golden lock. This is a silver lock, means it's a open lock. Now it is a golden lock. The golden lock represent is locked. So to open this one, what we need a password. Just try to open this Z drive. So first of all, it is appear. Enter the password. Okay. I'm going to C drive. This keys folder. This is the recovery key. Just I want to show you the recovery key first, guys. This is the identifier and this is the recovery key. Okay, what is the user recovery key? Because again, I cannot able to restart to show that one. So that's why I'm showing here. So I keep a recovery key side. I open the recovery key. This is a Z drive. So I put a password like a ZAQ@1234. I given a password. Click on unlock to unlock the drive. Why I should unlock? For example, I want to access data from it, or I have to keep the data in it. I want to save some data in the Z drive, or I want to access the data from Z drive. Okay, I want to access the data from Z drive. So I need to unlock it, right? So I given a password. What is the password when I bitlocking that time the password and click on unlock. In case of you forget the password, okay, because I can show you that one again, both I can show it, but again I have to restart for locking purpose. So that is we are not doing now. Okay, so it will take again another 5-10 minutes. That's the problem. Okay, guys, this is I given a password unlock to unlock it. If in case you forget the password, what to do? Click on more. So here it is, more option. Click on more option. Enter recovery key. Enter recovery key. So click on recovery key. So you can see if you forget the password, go to more options. Enter recovery key and see enter the 48 digit recovery key to unlock this drive, and there is a key ID. This is the key ID. You know, so some people try to understand which, like you have a multiple keys are there. For example, this is the one file, right? You have a multiple files are there. Which file is belongs to which one? Like you encrypt the you encrypted a Z drive, E drive, F drive, okay, like a C drive, like you encrypted a multiple drives, or you taken a multiple times of backup. Okay, so you will get confused which drive have which recovery key. So what you have to do it? Okay, what you have to do it? So when you are trying to open your BitLocker drive, it asks for a password. You forget a password. More options. Enter recovery key. Then see the recovery key ID. Recovery key ID. Then go to your see it is See the key ID 348063 DC. This is the key ID. You can see key identifier. The first part is very important. So this is the key ID. Okay, so I will show you whether it is that same thing or not. So more options, recovery ID, see 34603, sorry, 348063 DC. It is your key ID. Then first of all, copy this recovery key. Copy the recovery key because you forget your password. Instead, take the recovery key. More options. Enter your recovery key. And so this is a matches, right? So then I'm pasting the recovery key. Key identifier must be matches, right? So you have to check the key ID and then copy paste the recovery key. Click on unlock. So we can unlock the drive. See, drive is unlocked. We can able to access the data. So that is the use of recovery key. That's why we have taken a backup and store. But do not store the recovery keys in your regular drives or in a same drive or in a C drive kind of stuff. Better to store in a Microsoft accounts like a OneDrive kind of stuff, or maybe you can store in a mail. You can store in a mail, or you can store in the pen drive. You can use it. Okay. So this is called a Bitlocker drive encryption. If you want to remove this drive encryption, you can turn off the Bitlocker. Can turn off the Bitlocker is also available. So manage Bitlocker password. For example, you forget the password. So better go to control panel. See this. You can change the password if you forget the password, or maybe you don't password is compromised. You can change the password. You can remove the password, or you can turn off the Bitlocker. Means you can remove the Bitlocker technique on it. Okay, so that is turn off the Bitlocker means you no longer require Bitlocker on this drive. So then you can remove it. Okay, guys, this is about your Bitlocker. Understanding Bitlocker, drive encryption, disk partitioning, Bitlocker drive encryption. Only 2 points I told totally today.